Alright, let's do this. Just one more jump. And I'm actually doing pretty well on the dials, except for fuel, of course, which I can't lose any more off. Just one off. And I think the biggest dangers for losing fuel are either damage to Galactica or losing civilian ships. I also need to move this to the top of the deck. Cards, crisis. Wait. Cards, crisis. There we go. Shuffle. And I also just noticed that at the beginning, or at the end of last episode rather, I drew 5 cards, even though I'm in the sick bay, which means I should have only been able to draw 1. So I reverted my hand state back to before the draw, and then drew 1 purple card, which was the launch scout. So I'm at 11 skill cards now. So what I'll do is probably move out of the sick bay and then launch a scout, because there's nothing else to do really. I could repair either the Admiral's quarters or a couple of Vipers, but I don't have any repair cards. I could get one in the research lab though. I mean, I could do that, or with the scout try and optimize the crisis that I get. I think that's probably better. I'll still move out of the sick bay, of course. Play the launch scout. And roll the die. Ugh. Wait, I could have... Yeah, no, I don't have any strategic planning. Alright, so this means I'll have to destroy 1 raptor. And I don't get to look at any crisis or destination cards. Alright, let's draw a crisis. What do you get? Missing G4 explosives. There are at this moment 6 G4 detonators missing from the small arms locker on deck 15. Sharon Valerii. Pass no effect, fail -1 food, and all characters in the armory location, which is no one, are sent to the brig. -1 food, how are we doing on food? We have 7 food. Do I want to even try and pass this? I mean, I'm at 10 skill cards, so I don't need to drop any green and purple. I mean, I could try and go for it, but I feel like I don't have to. So I think I'll just fail this on purpose. Maybe the Destiny deck will even do it for me. Nope. So I'll lose 1 food. It was food, right? If it had been fuel, I'd be like, no! Alright. Raiders are activated. No raiders or base stars on board. So, yeah. Okay, my turn again. I get to draw all 5 cards now, and I want 2 purple cards for sure. I get 2 launch scout cards. Fair enough. Would have preferred the strategic planning, at least 1, but that's fine. What else do I want? Maybe 1 red, 1 yellow, 1 green. Reshuffle those. This means, of course, I'm at 15 cards, so I need to spend some. What could I do? I'll just launch a scout again, right? I could consolidate power to draw some blue cards, but no, I have enough cards. So let's launch a scout once more. Do I want to move somewhere first? Research lab? No, I think I'm fine actually. I might eventually want to move to the Admiral's quarters though, to repair them. For that I'll need engineering cards first though, so that's fine. So rolling a die, 8, that's good. So now, crisis or destination deck. I don't need to draw any more destination cards, so obviously we'll look at the next crisis card. Which is a water shortage. It's either -1 food or the president discards 5 cards. Or I discard 5 cards. Which is actually perfect since I'm at 15 cards and I need to drop 5 anyways. That's even better than a skill challenge then. So yeah, I'll definitely put this back on top, I think. I can do that, right? At the top or the bottom, right. So I'll put it back at the top, which means then I'll draw it since my turn is over now. I'll choose the ore, drop 5 cards. Which 5 do I drop? XOs primarily, I guess. I don't have any XOs though, right? Ooh. Consolidate power maybe. Discard. Discard. That was 2. Do I want to drop this? 3. 2 more. Yeah, I can drop an evasive maneuver. 4 and 1 more. Investigative committee. Maybe even a massive firepower. One with strength 3. Or a declare emergency. I do want to keep some green points though. I'll discard this, sure. Should be back at 10 then, right? Skill 9 even. Oh, so I don't need to drop quite as many. There we go. Situation. Skill 10. Alright. Wait, no. I do need to drop 5 anyways, because of the card. Yeah, never mind. Right. So that's the crisis dealt with. Then I have a radar activation, so nothing happens. And we have a jump prep. It's the most important part almost. Last one didn't have a jump prep. Nah. Alright, back to drawing cards. What do I want? I feel like I want 2 purples. Yep, that's good as strategic planning, a launch scout. Green, yellow, blue. That's a repair. Alright. So, and I'm drawing the blue from Boomer, of course. So I'll go to the Admiral's quarters, play repair. Repair that damage. Discard this. And draw a crisis, I suppose. Oh, that's not such a great one. Weapon malfunction 11, 3 colors. Watch the ammo hoists for the main guns. You've got a red light there, so I'll tie. Pass no effect. Fail, damage 2 Vipers in space areas. All characters in the weapons control location are sent to sickbay. Wait a second. There's no one in weapons control. Damage 2 Vipers in space areas. So since I have none in space areas, I guess no Vipers get damaged, right? It doesn't say if that's not possible, damage 2 Vipers in the hangar. I mean, also, like, from a lore perspective, it doesn't make any sense that Vipers would get damaged from a weapons malfunction while they're in the hangar. So, I guess just failing this has no effect. Still gotta add the Destiny deck, of course. So it's a fail, which I think has no effect. Also, base star launches raiders, no base stars on the board. I mean, obviously I gotta drop 5 cards again, or a couple at least. What am I at? 13. Alright, so 3. I'll discard an XO. I'll discard a launch scout. And an investigative committee. 3. Okay, next turn rolls around, I get to draw again. I still want 2 purple. Man, I love being able to draw 2 purple cards. Like, here's one that's pretty good. She has the possibility to give me another. So 2 red. Or 1 red, maybe. 1 green, 1 yellow. What do I do with my turn? Launch a scout, I suppose. Do I even want to play a strategic planning on top of that? I mean, I gotta... Yeah, I think so. So it's 1+ then, I don't even need to roll. I'll still do it, of course. So I gotta look at the crisis, the next one, and decide whether I want to keep it. -1 food and -5 skill cards. I think I'll keep this one, yeah. So I'll put it back on top of the deck. Then I draw it at the end of my turn as my crisis. Discard these 2. Choose the ore, which means I lose 1 more food. And I'll have to drop 5 cards now. How many do I have? 13. Okay, I'll drop an evasive maneuvers. I'll drop an executive order. I'll drop in consolidate power. 2 more. Scientific research. Investigative committee. Radar activation, jump prep. I mean, if I just get 1 more jump prep, I can jump, right? And then I win. No need to prolong it any further and risk, like, leaking 1 more fuel or whatever. I can risk, I can lose 2 population then. It's pretty likely actually that I do, but I don't think I care about that too much. Also, wait, did we have any heavy radar activations recently? Because I feel like I might not have. There was 1 here. Did I flip Boomer's loyalty card for that? I'll flip it just in case. You are a Cylon. Alright. Send a character to sickbay. Reveal this card. If you're not in the brig, you may choose a character on Galactica. That character must discard 5 cards and is moved to sickbay. Now I don't know if I revealed this card back then. It's fitting that it's Boomer on the card, by the way. Shooting at me. And I don't know if I'd have messed up the game, because I'd have been in sickbay back then, and that would have been bad, or something. I don't know. I mean, this is definitely only 2... 1, 2... So this was right before we jumped anyway, right? She would have hurt me and then we would have jumped, so it wasn't while we were like in the middle of ships anyways. And it was quite quiet after that anyway, so I feel like I'm not making it easy on myself if I just do it now. Or it would have meant not being able to draw a couple of cards though. Because I couldn't have drawn from her skill set any longer. I mean, I guess there's no way to turn this back now. And I might have like, I don't know, there was a card here that I revealed, definitely, I don't know where it went, that said not a Cylon. That might have been the corresponding one for this, but I know. Maybe I messed it up. I'll just do it now anyways, even if I needn't have revealed this yet. I'll just send myself to sickbay now and drop 5 cards. And then I can draw 1 more only because I'm in sickbay. What do I drop then? Declare emergency, investigative committee. Maybe also even a maximum firepower, sure. And Boomer's gone. Boom. Because she went to the resurrection ship. Anyways, what exactly happens? Revealing loyalty cards. Does it not assist character? If it is your Cylon card, all the text on the card is immediately resolved. The assist character is removed from the board, and the player may no longer draw from the assist character's skill set, or use his once per game ability. Alright, but it's not like, okay, I have to play a Cylon on the fleet Cylon locations now. Right, fair enough. So, okay, my turn rolls back around, and I get to draw one card. Which would I want that to be? Just from my skill set now. Do I want to draw... Maybe, I mean, I'm not trying to win any skill checks anymore, I feel. I have a launch scout and a strategic planning. I'll draw a purple one, sure. Another strategic planning, good. So, first I'll move out of the sick bay to FTL control. Then I'll play a launch scout as my action. I'll also play a strategic planning to make that a 1+ die roll. And then I'll look at the topmost crisis cards to figure out if it's a good one. Doesn't look so bad. Oh. This could be bad. I'm not entirely sure, but I think there's fuel on one of the civilian ships that could lose me the game. And I could either try the skill check, but I don't have a lot of cards now. Or I could roll a die, and I do have another strategic planning, so this would be a 2+ die roll. I mean, otherwise this is a good card, because activate radars doesn't do anything, and I get my jump prep. Still a light risk, even with a 2+ roll, because I could roll a 1, then draw a civilian ship with fuel. I feel like that's a lower risk than going for another crisis card that might also have a detrimental effect. Or not even a jump icon, and then having to go through another turn as well. So I feel like I'm gonna keep this. So yeah, as it was, I put this back on top, discard these two, then end my turn, draw this crisis card, choose to do the dice roll, play a strategic planning, and roll. Okay, we're fine. So no effect. We get a jump prep. We discard this. I get to draw my cards. 2 piloting. 1 tactics. One of those. One of those. I decide not to move, and I'll activate the FTL control. Did I draw another strategic planning? No. So I'll roll the die. 7 I do not lose any population. Oh, I did lose a morale though earlier, right? Oh no, that would have been just, yeah, from this. No. No, because I rolled and I was successful. So yeah, I don't even lose any population. I'm still at 8 population, and I jump. And that's it, I won. Wow, nice. Alright. That was pretty neat. I'm gonna go back and look at the VOD and see if I messed that up with Boomer and if I should have revealed her as a Cylon earlier on. That might actually have changed the game somewhat, but as I said, it would have also happened like right before or after I jumped, so it wouldn't have had any effect on the massive Cylon presence before that. So I don't think it would have had a big effect. This wasn't even close all in all, this game. This went very well, except for the fuel. Something could have gone wrong there, but the other dials are pretty good. I don't know if this is an indication that the single player mode is a lot easier than the cooperative game, because I haven't seen people win that, and I haven't won that myself as humans too many times. Usually humans lose. Or if I just got lucky this time. I feel like Apollo and Boomer was a pretty good combo though. Boomer's not allowed in the single player game as the primary character, but she is as a secondary character. And being able to draw from all fields, and also being relatively flexible with how many cards from each field I draw, with the 2 piloting, the 1 or 2 tactics depending what I do from Boomer, and the 1 or 2 or 0 from both politics and leadership, awarded me a lot of flexibility, so that was good. Also, I feel like definitely the strategic planning cards were very important, as were the maximum firepower cards. Many of the cards aren't that important. It was also a good idea generally, I think, to keep an eye on my dials and try and keep food and morale up with the quorum cards, even though I probably wouldn't have even needed to do that in retrospect, but you never know. Got lucky with this last pop roll. If I'd lost 3 more pop, I would have been at 5 though, so nothing too critical there as well. I didn't even use any of my characters once per game. I feel like I did get lucky on the Cylon cards though. Boomer revealed as a Cylon pretty late there. That might have happened way earlier. And if that had happened, I mean, mainly that would have hurt me because I could have only gotten 1 tactics card each turn and no engineering cards, right? I would have like had to go to the research lab to pick up engineering cards, or played like consolidate powers. Nevertheless, yeah, I found this an interesting experience. Definitely prefer playing the game with others, I feel. But this was also a fun experience, and slightly different one, since the entire aspect of distrusting your fellow players and the whole figuring out who's a Cylon aspect just doesn't happen in this. It's kind of a more focused experience, and it doesn't take 5 hours. Well, with that, I thank you sincerely for watching. I hope you had fun. I definitely did. And I hope to see you for another playthrough of Battlestar Galactica potentially, or another board game, or whatever really. See you around, guys. Bye bye.